From Carillion Clinic Field at Salem Memorial Ballpark on this Tuesday night, the Salem RidgeYaks are on the air. Tonight, the single-A affiliate of the 9-time World Series champion Boston Red Sox play host to the Wilson Warbirds, the single-A affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers, for the opener of this 6-game series. Hi, everybody. My name is Braden Schenck, the play-by-play voice of your Salem RidgeYaks. So glad that you can be with us on MILB TV, the free RidgeYaks Radio Network, or streaming tonight on the Bally Sports Live app. Well, Salem coming off of a rocky road trip last week in the Delmarva Peninsula, a series that the Shorebirds bested the RidgeYaks in 4 of the 6 meetings. So Salem takes a little bit of a setback when you look at the grand scheme of things in the Carolina League standings picture. The RidgeYaks, they entered that series just a half game back of first place, chasing the Fayetteville Woodpeckers, who the week prior Salem took 4 out of 5 games against with the 1 rainout. So Salem entered last week just a half game out of first place, but they lose 4 out of the 6, and all of a sudden Salem drops down in the standings, 3rd place as they enter game number 113 tonight. Fayetteville, they sit in first place at 26-20. The Woodpeckers have a full game-and-a-half lead on the Wilson Warbirds, who come in tonight at 60-51, 24-21 in the second half. Salem in 3rd place, the RidgeYaks with a record of 49-63 overall, but 24-23 in the second half. Fredericksburg, the first half winners, sit in 4th place. The Delmarva Shorebirds have since leapfrogged over the Hill City Howlers. They move into 5th place, with the Howlers a half game behind Delmarva in 6th place. In the South Division, Hickory continues to lead the way. The Crawdads at 32-15, with Kannapolis in 2nd, Augusta and Charleston tied for 3rd and 4th, Columbia in 5th, and the Myrtle Beach Pelicans round things out in 6th place in the South Division. So, hey, 19 games left to go for the Salem RidgeYaks, but it really is go time for Salem, a team that sits 2.5 games back of first place. Good news, the Yaks have 6 against Wilson, who sit in 2nd place this week, and then 7 games against the Fayetteville Woodpeckers next week. So the next 2 weeks are going to be crucial for Salem in a season that has just 3 weeks left to go. Few roster shakeups have occurred for this Salem ball club over the last 2 weeks. You go back to last week, and Salem welcomed 3 new players to the roster. Wills McGinnis, the 11th round draft pick by the Boston Red Sox out of Georgia State, joined the team on Tuesday, as did Colton Coates, the 16th round pick by Boston in this year's Major League Baseball draft. Coates out of Louisiana Tech. Josue Brito also joined the team. The Florida Complex League standouts with 3 new bats welcomed in by the Salem RidgeYaks a week ago, and those guys shined last week. Wills McGinnis blasting his first professional home run on Saturday. Colton Coates grabbing 2 hits, and Josue Brito picking up a couple crucial RBI in the series against Delmarva last week. And then entering play today, a couple new draftees enter the party for both Wilson and Salem. For the RidgeYaks, it's Martin Sheeler that joins the team, the 9th round draft pick by Boston from this year's Major League Baseball draft. He is the number 13 prospect in the Red Sox organization. He takes the spot of Skylar King, who has earned the call up to the High A Greenville Drive. It is so great to see Skylar King see his first glimpse of High A baseball, a guy that was assigned to Salem last season after getting drafted, was just a workhorse for the last 117 games over the last 2 years. But hey, big congratulations goes to Skylar King as he earns his call up to the High A Greenville Drive. But Martin Sheeler in his place, the 9th round draft pick out of Atlanta, Georgia. Sheeler got in a little bit later today, so he will not be in the lineup for the Salem RidgeYaks, but expect to start tomorrow night from Martin Sheeler, and just a dynamic high school talent in the 9th round by the Boston Red Sox. For Salem, the pitching has also continued to dazzle as of late. It's going to be Cole Tolbert that gets the baseball tonight, the right-hander. 23 years old, out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, product out of Ole Miss, will make his 11th start of the season. A 2-1 record for Cole Tolbert with a 3.23 ERA across 39 innings of work. Tolbert has been better at home this year than on the road. Just his 4th home start of the season, but pitching to a sub-3 ERA at home, as Cole Tolbert makes his 2nd start against the Wilson Warbirds this season. His opposition, a guy with a little bit less experience for the Warbirds. It's Juan Pena, the 18-year-old out of Herrera, Dominican Republic. Makes just his 2nd career appearance in the single-A ranks and his 1st career single-A start after he earned the promotion up to the single-A affiliate of the Brewers in Wilson last week. So Pena makes his 1st road start since the promotion, but overall across the Arizona Complex League and single-A, Pena 2-2 with a 4.64 ERA. So Pena making his 1st career single-A start against Cole Tolbert, the veteran for the Salem RidgeYaks. One last player we got to highlight, and that is Franklin Primera for the Yaks. The catcher out of Coro, Venezuela, named the Carolina League Player of the Week last week. A big congratulations to Franklin Primera. He played in all 6 games against Delmarva last week. A remarkable .474 batting average for Franklin Primera, 9 hits across the 6 games. He was on fire last week against Delmarva, so that top 3 in the lineup is looking really good for Salem, with Wills McGinnis leading off, Franklin Primera second, Clavar Salazar third. 3 guys that have just torn the cover off the baseball since their promotion, single A, and then for Primera and Salazar, really since the second half started, those guys have been putting up video game numbers at the plate. So the Yaks offense trying to get hot. Again, a team that took 4 out of the 5 meetings against the Fayetteville Woodpeckers in their last home series. So Salem's playing really good baseball at home as of late, and they're going to need some Cinderella magic this week against the Wilson Warbirds, as Salem's playing for their season this week, folks. No easier way to put it. RidgeYaks 2.5 games back of first place with 19 games left to play, and 6 games against the second place Warbirds this week. Well, with that, it's time to give you the starting lineups for these 2 ball clubs. Pull up a chair, get nice and cozy, sharpen up that pencil, and pull out the scorecard. Here are the starting lineups as we start with the visitors from Wilson, North Carolina, led by the first-year skipper and Eddie Morgan. Here's how the Brewers single-A affiliate will line up in Game 1 of the series. Kyle Jones, the center fielder, leads off in just his 7th game of single-A baseball. He is in the leadoff spot. Trey Ebel, the first-round pick of the Milwaukee Brewers, is here, and he will bat second for the Brewers single-A affiliate. The shortstop, brothers with Brady Ebel, who was called up to High A Wisconsin today. So kind of funny, both of the Ebel brothers saw some movement. Trey earning the assignment to single-A, and Brady earning the call-up from single-A to High A. So Trey Ebel in his professional debut tonight. The shortstop bats second. Braylon Antunez, the right fielder, bats third, with Handelfrey Encarnacion, the left fielder, in the cleanup spot. The team leading 104th game for Encarnacion. He has been a guy that has just really torched the RidgeYaks all year long. We'll see what Encarnacion could do as he plays in game number 19 against the RidgeYaks this season. Juan Ortuño, the third baseman, bats fifth, with Rylan Mills, the catcher, batting sixth. In the 7th spot, it's the first baseman with the last name Sabathia. It's Karsten Sabathia, the son of CC Sabathia, New York Yankees legend. The first baseman belted his first professional home run on Sunday, and now Karsten returns to the lineup and hits 7th. Filippo De Turi, the second baseman, hits 8th, with Pedro Abarguin, the designated hitter, batting 9th. The starting lineup for the Warbirds goes Jones, Ebel, that's Trey Ebel, and Antunez, 1, 2, 3. Encarnacion, Ortuño, and Mills in the middle third, with Sabathia, Deturi, and Abarguin rounding things out 7, 8, 9, all lining up behind the starter tonight, and Juan Pena. Here's the starting lineup for your Salem RidgeYaks, game number 113 of the season, and a card that is filled out by the second-year skipper Ozzie Chavez, assisted by pitching coach Alex Reynolds, hitting coach Edwin Rodriguez, assistant pitching coach Brendan Argamanis, assistant hitting coach Ivan Quackenbush, and the defensive coach of Drew Stubbs. It's Wills McGinnis that leads off for the RidgeYaks, the shortstop out of Georgia State, making his home debut tonight. Just the 5th game of single-A baseball for Wills McGinnis, but he sets the tempo in the leadoff spot. Franklin Primera, the reigning Carolina League Player of the Week, he bats second as the catcher. Clavar Salazar, the designated hitter who's been on a tear as of late, batting .333 over the second half. That is 35 games in the second half. He bats third. Colton Coates, the second baseman out of Louisiana Tech, the former 16th round draft pick by the Boston Red Sox, makes his home debut as he bats cleanup. Josue Brito, the left fielder, bats 5th, also in his home debut, with Luis Andujar, the third baseman, batting 6th. Starlin Nunez, the center fielder, for the first time this year, bats in the 7th spot, a guy that has really tried all sorts of new opportunities this year. Was naturally a shortstop, played some second base, learned the center field position all this year, and now he moves down the lineup, bats 7th as the center fielder. Andrews Opata, the team leader with 45 stolen bases, the right fielder, bats in the penultimate 8th spot, with Adonis Guzman, the first baseman, rounding out the lineup for the Salem RidgeYaks. So again, that lineup for the Yaks goes McGinnis, Primera, Salazar, 1, 2, 3, Coates, Brito, and Andujar in the middle third, with Nunez, Opata, and Guzman in the back third for the Salem RidgeYaks. For Salem, it's a lineup that consists of no lefties, 2 switch hitters, and 7 righties. And for the Warbirds, it's 1 lefty, 1 switch hitter, and 7 righties for the Wilson Warbirds. First pitch coming up in just about 3 minutes here on this sunny Tuesday night in Salem, Virginia. It's 87 degrees, and there is not a cloud in sight. A picturesque night for some baseball as the Yaks try to make up some ground in their playoff push. 19 games to go. The Yaks sit 2.5 games back of first place. We're going to take a short break on the RidgeYaks Radio Network. When we come back, first pitch between Salem and Wilson in the series opener between these two ball clubs. Stick with us. Baseball when we return from the 540.